Hello, welcome back, Boxer1 here. Today we're going to be looking at the LEGO City Pizza Truck from 2016. This is set 60150 and it came with 249 pieces, 2 figures, a little bike or moped motorcycle thingy, and a very nice pizza truck build. Now, I don't usually review LEGO City sets, partially because they're city sets and not many people care for them as much. But this is probably my favorite city set that I have, or at the very least in my top 3. And that's why I thought I might as well review it here. And I guess first we'll get onto the figures, which are pretty cool, and then we'll get onto the van and some accessories. Let's go. The first figure here is the pizza maker himself. He has a very nice, just simple white shirt. Also, all of these parts appeared on multiple figures, so there's not really any exclusive things in the set besides the stickers. He has a very nice mustache, though, which is very cool. Doesn't quite match his hair color. Obviously, reusing the prints. They could have done it in like a more orangey hair, and I think that would have matched better, but either way, it's still pretty cool, and he's just pretty simple other than that. The next figure here goes with the little motor scooter thing, and she's pretty cool. She has a very nice blue sweatshirt with a little design on it, and I think that's pretty nice. She does have some back printing, I believe, although it's very simplistic. I don't think I showed off this guy's back printing. There we go. Very simple as well. But anyway, she also comes with this very nice motorcycle helmet, which is just that common pilot helmet in white. And yeah, other than that, she has a very nice straight hairpiece, and we'll now look at her with the actual helmet on. And that's what that looks like. I don't think it looks horrible, but I do prefer her with the hair. It does not nicely match her legs, though, which are pretty cool. But yeah, let's get on to the actual side builds and then finally the actual build. We have the 3 side builds here, and we're going to look at them one by one. First, the actual little scooter moped thingy. It's pretty cool. It uses a one-piece scooter, and then it uses the pretty simple bucket handle, some simple wheels, and this to give it a nice little look. It does have 2 spots on the back, which you can use with this next thing, the actual pizza box. It has the illusion of 2, but this is actually a 2x2 jumper under there. As you can see, with this very nice, I believe that's a printed tile? No, that's a sticker tile on top, unfortunately. I do wish they were printed, but you can put that right on back there. I'm trying to do it there. Simple. No cut needed. The third thing is this very nice, this very nice umbrella, which is a pretty cool piece. This comes in a bunch of sets, and it has a little pizza slice there as well, which is pretty nice. I quite like that little detail. I'm going to put the biker girl figure on there, and then we'll look at how that looks. And this is what she looks like on there. She does have to kind of levitate a little because the pizza box in the back. I guess we can kind of move it a little. I'll try and quickly do that. And yeah, that fixes that problem, but I also quite like it having it slightly offset, and I guess you can kind of do that, just to give it the illusion of multiple boxes. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good with her on the scooter. And yeah, now we can get on to the actual main build, the City Pizza Truck. And I guess what we want to start on is the exterior, which has some very cool sticker elements. Unfortunately, there's not any printed elements in this set besides the actual pizza pieces and obviously the figures. But yeah, the outside is pretty cool. I'll just hold it up like that, try and not get the glare on it. On either side, it's actually the same sticker, so I'll turn that around and show you, but just know that it's the same sticker. We have this Monday through Friday. It has the hours, and then Saturday and Sunday it also has the hours. I think that's a pretty coal detail. It just says City Pizza, nice chef guy, and it also has a menu which has 2 items, none of which are number 1, unfortunately. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, moving around to the front, we actually have the City Pizza logo on top as well, and what I think would have been cool is if they had like a large pizza here, because the top does kind of feel plain. I will say that, that's one thing I do notice whenever I built it. But yeah, on the front, has a license plate only on one side, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because it's a split piece, but kind of an interesting way of doing it. But anyway, it can seat 1 figure. As you can see, you can kind of see into the driver's compartment, which you can simply remove the roof to get into. And that's what it looks like with the driver inside. Actually pretty good. He's quite spacious in there, and it actually, I'm thinking it wouldn't be able to fit 2 people because they're arms, but it's pretty cool. I think that looks pretty good. And if we turn it around to the other side, you can see it does have some mirrors on either side, which are supposed to be up like that. That one was down for some reason. And this is just basically the same as the other one. On the back, It's pretty simple as well. Also has a license plate. It has the set number, and then I'm guessing, on a lot of these it has the initials of the designer. I don't know the designer of the set. I should look that up. And I couldn't find anything on that, but yeah, I couldn't find the designer's name. I'm guessing it was just the full team that designed it. But anyway, still pretty cool to have the set number on the license plate. That's a good way of identifying city sets if you get like a bulk lot. Let's get inside, of which there's two actual ways. Now you can either do the recommended way, which gives you a little view into there, and you can see there is a nice pizza printed tile in there. There's a little cash register, which I'll show on the other side, and there are two little dispensers. I think it's supposed to be ketchup and mustard, but also it's pizza, so maybe some type of sauces. And then you also get some fries over there with a crystal piece in just plain yellow, pretty cool. And you get a nice cup of water, I guess, or glass of water, or a can of water, whatever. There's where you heat the pizzas. The little oven there has a little printed tile piece for the timer. Pretty common pieces, those printed ones in this set, but still pretty cool to get. And that door can, of course, open. I'll try and show it here, but it's obviously a bit hard to do. And if it will focus, which it clearly doesn't like to do, it never likes to focus. There we go. You can kind of see that right there. Very nice. The second way to open it is just rip off the roof, which isn't intended, but, I mean, who's going to stop you? That's a much better way to get a figure inside, and you can have, say, the pizza guy who's in the front, either in here, or just another, or her, or just another figure if you have another extra figure laying around. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I quite like the interior. You can kind of get a better view from the top, and it's a better way to get the actual figures in there. But that's pretty much it for set 60150. I think it's a pretty good set. It's one of my older sets that I have of City. I don't really collect much City anymore, although if it's a small set and I see it at a cheap price, I grab it. But either way, it's one set I really like, and I found in a bin of Lego in my house when I was getting back into building my Lego sets up, because if you didn't know, I had a massive bin of loose random Lego parts, and I, over one summer, basically rebuilt my entire collection. But yeah, that was a while ago now. But this is one of the main sets that I really liked rebuilding. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I like this set. If I were to say something that is bad about it, it's a lot of stickers and not anything on top of the pizza van, but even then, it's a small gripe, and I really like this one. If you find it at a good price, I definitely recommend it, because I think the retail price was around $20 or something like that, and honestly, you can probably find it online for that much, if not slightly more. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.